Hello my intellectual friends, welcome back to the channel.
You are very likely familiar with different styles of pottery, a clear sign of human civilization and the development of our culture. But did you know that humans are not the only living beings dedicating themselves to the art of pottery? And that is the Wunderkammer item for this video. Today we will have a look at the fascinating world of the Potter Wasp. No, this wasp and this item. The Potter Wasp, also known as the Mason Wasp or Mud Dauber Wasp, is a type of solitary wasp that is known for its intricate built nest. These nests are constructed from a mixture of mud and saliva and can be found in sheltered areas such as in attics, on beams, in crevices next to a window pane, inside hollow trees, on walls and also on stems of plants or grass in meadows. What is the purpose of these constructions and how does the Potter Wasp construct them? Let's have a look. The female Potter Wasp starts building the nest by collecting mud and molding it into a series of cells. Here you see a time-lapse of how a wasp completes a cell. Once one cell is complete, she lays an egg in each clay urn and provisions it with paralyzed spiders and sometimes caterpillars or other insects. Once there are enough of them, the wasp then seals the cell and moves on to the next one. And yes, you are hearing this right. The spiders inside are not dead. They are still alive, but are no longer able to move. In this way, the caterpillar or spider remains fresh and provides a food source for the developing larva. When the larva hatches, it feeds on the provisioned prey and grows until it is ready to pupate. Nature can be brutal and come up with solutions that even in the wildest movies we find to be unimaginable. Anyway, happy that we are humans and not spiders. Once the larva has pupated, it transforms into an adult wasp and breaks out of the nest. The new adult wasp then flies off to start the cycle again, searching for a suitable location to build its own nest and lay its eggs. Adult potter wasps themselves are actually only living on pollen and nectar and only prey on other insects for their larvae. As such, they are important pollinators and predators, helping to control the populations of caterpillars and other insects that can damage crops and gardens. These wasps also play a role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems, making them a vital part of our natural world. The 3 nests you see here that are in my collection I personally removed from a beam in our attic of our home in Austria at the time. I then later glued them back on a similar looking piece of wood for a proper display. All 3 nests were totally empty when I found them, and initially I had no idea what they were. After some research though, it now turns out they are most likely of the species Scelifron curvatum, or the Asian mud dauber wasp. This Potter wasp is not native to Austria or Europe at all, and originates in Asia. However, over the last decades, it has spread itself more and more over Eastern Europe as well, and now has become a very regular species in Eastern European countries. It is very common and nothing rare or special. However, for me, the art these little creatures possess to build these beautiful tiny structures keeps amazing me time and again. Let's respect them and leave them and their habitat alone as much as we can, so they can continue their usual work for all of us.
Thank you again for joining us again this episode. I hope you learned something new and interesting. And if you in general like what I do in this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can produce nice new content every time. And I hope to see you next time in the Wunderkammer.